morning, English funkers. This is Professor Frank, the coolest motherfucking English teacher on YouTube. Today we're going to talk about the topic sentence. Let's get into it. Before we can describe what a topic sentence is, we first need to understand what the word topic and sentence means. It sounds simple, but most people won't know exactly what the definitions are. When you're reading a passage for which you're going to answer questions about, it's important to identify the topic and the topic sentence. Doing that will enable you to increase your score exponentially. The topic is basically what the funk this passage is about. The topic will be a word or phrase, most likely in the first or second paragraph, or maybe even in the title. It asks the question, what the funk is this whole passage about? Take a look at this long paragraph from a review of Hitman 3. All I want you to figure out is, what is the topic? If we skim through this paragraph, we see some words about IO Interactive. It explains how there's a Hitman reboot in 2016, like we didn't know that. Ultimately, if I ask you, what is this paragraph about? What is the topic? It's very simple. Despite all his writing, the topic is Hitman 3. Notice there's no ideas about what he feels about Hitman, just the topic. The topic is Hitman 3. But you're saying, Professor Frank, my teacher asked, what is the topic sentence? And Professor Frank, you're not telling us what the topic sentence is. Well, I'm taking it slowly so that you understand what exactly it is. So for the rest of your life, you'll be able to answer those lame-ass questions easy. We just learned what a topic is. Now, do you really know what a sentence is? Let's review that real quickly. By definition, your teacher will say, it's a group of words that express a complete thought. For example, Frank said is not a sentence. It's a group of words, it's two words, but it doesn't express a complete thought. Frank said he is going to the bathroom would be a group of words that expresses a complete thought. There is one other requirement that you must understand relating to what a sentence is. A sentence must contain a subject and a verb. Do you know the difference between the two? Let's review them real quickly. Well, what is a subject? A subject is a part of a sentence that contains a person or thing performing the action. What does that mean? Let's see it in an example. Look at the words, Frank shot Agent 41. Is that a sentence? We know a sentence must have a subject plus a verb and be a complete thought. We have not covered what a verb is, but in this phrase, Frank shot Agent 41, we have two potential subjects, Frank and Agent 41. The action word, the verb, is shot, but Frank is the subject, not Agent 41. Let's try another one. Trevor drank beer. In this example, Trevor is the subject. He's a person, place, or thing. So then we must define what a verb is. And some of you may already know this, but we're going to go over it because it is going to be crucial for your SATs and most of your middle school and high school exams, that you understand this difference. And I will say to you that most adults, probably even your lame-ass parents, don't even understand what a verb is. A verb is a word that describes action in a sentence. Let's look back at our examples. Frank shot Agent 41. Can you spot the verb? Shot. It's an action. One little trick that you can use is ask yourself, can you shot or shoot something? And if you can, the answer generally would mean that it's a verb. For example, can you Frank something? No. Can you Agent 41 something? No. But can you shot, or use a different tense, shoot something? The answer is yes. Therefore, shoot is the verb. Is Frank shot Agent 41 a sentence? Remember, sentence must be a group of words that expresses a complete thought. For example, Frank shot without Agent 41 would not be a complete thought. Frank shot Agent 41 is. It contains Frank, the subject, shot, the verb, and it expresses a complete thought. Who did Frank shoot? Agent 41. Take a look at our other example. Trevor drank beer. Can you find the subject and verb? Here we note Trevor is a person, and the action word drank is the verb. Can you drink something? Yes. And finally, beer. Trevor drank beer. It has a subject and a verb, and it expresses a complete thought. Therefore, this is a bona fide sentence. I know some of you thinking and asking yourself, but Professor Frank, this is about topic sentence, and I learned about verbs and sentences and subjects when I was a little baby in diapers. What's going on? The reason you have to understand the definitions is it will make it much easier to identify the topic sentence. So what is a topic sentence? By definition, a topic sentence is a complete sentence, and now we know what that is, that expresses the main idea of a paragraph. So if you visualize a paragraph with a bunch of words and sentences, in a paragraph there should be a clear topic sentence. Now, a topic sentence expresses a main idea of the paragraph. But what does that really mean? Basically, it's answering the question, what the fuck is this paragraph mostly about? And the topic sentence should be supported by other sentences in the paragraph. So if you think about it, when you write a paragraph, a topic sentence should be a clear sentence that has the topic in it, plus your idea about the topic. And then the other sentences in your paragraph should be supporting your topic sentence. I'll explain a little further. Your topic sentence should have two elements. One, the topic, what you're talking about. So in the example we were looking at before, the topic was Hitman 3. But just writing Hitman 3 doesn't make it a topic sentence. It needs this second element, what you think about the topic. So your ideas about the topic. Hitman 3 is the best game of the trilogy. Hitman 3 being the topic is the best game of the trilogy would be my idea about the topic. So when we're thinking about a topic sentence, it's very simple. We just need to have the topic plus our idea about the topic. That is what makes a topic sentence. Visualize a juicy burger with nothing on it. You got a bun, you got a good slab of beef, and you got the bottom bun. Your paragraphs that you read and write should contain these three elements. The topic sentence, which we just covered. Supporting sentences. These are sentences going to support your idea. If your idea was that Hitman 3 is the best game in the trilogy, then supporting sentences may include examples of why it's the best. Or you can compare it to Hitman 2 and Hitman 1 and explain why 3 is the best. But ultimately, when you're reading paragraphs, and think about this now, every time you read a paragraph or a passage for your exams, the sentences will either be a topic sentence, supporting sentences, or finally the concluding sentence, which is just another way to rewrite your topic sentence, a conclusion, or tie it to the next paragraph. So for the most part, you're going to be reading either a topic sentence or supporting sentences. Now, whatever you read, no matter how hard it is, you're going to be looking for that topic sentence, knowing that it's there, and most of the other sentences are going to be supporting sentences that are supporting the topic. The topic sentence will lead you to the main idea of a passage or paragraph, and that's the key. You want to identify the main idea of a passage, and once you do, you'll be able to answer almost any question, regardless of how tricky they may seem. So your topic sentence will help you identify the main idea. The supporting sentences will ultimately support the main idea of the passage or paragraph. And that's the critical aspect that most students will never understand, and that's why you will have a distinct advantage in all of your exams when you know this trick. The topic sentence is usually the first sentence in a paragraph, but it doesn't have to be. It's not a hard and fast rule, but generally you'll find that the topic sentence will be on top, like the top of that bun, and the concluding sentence will be at the end, and the supporting sentences will be in the middle. Let's read the sentence and see if it's a topic sentence. Hitman 3 was released January 20th, 2021. Is this a real sentence? And the answer is yes. It's a group of words. Hitman 3 is the subject. Was released is the verb or predicate. Predicate is just a group of words that shows action. But for this example, we're just going to say that a sentence just needs to have a subject and a verb. The verb being released. January 20th, 2021. Now, we said with a topic sentence, it needs to have the topic plus your idea about the topic. That's all a topic sentence is. It has the topic, which we went over, which is very specific, and your idea about the topic. So when we read Hitman 3 was released January 20th, 2001, is that a topic sentence? No, it doesn't have an idea, a novel, a unique idea about Hitman 3, the topic. So it's not a topic sentence. Let's try another one. Despite some problems with the initial downloads, Hitman 3 is the best game in the trilogy. Could this be a topic sentence? And the answer is yes. We look at the sentence and we find the topic, Hitman 3, and then do we find an idea about the topic? And the answer is yes. And here's the idea. Is the best game in the trilogy. So we see the topic, Hitman 3, and then we have an idea about the topic. Not that it was released in 2022, that it requires 2 gigs of memory. This is an idea about the topic. It is the best game in the trilogy. That is a topic sentence. How about this one? Hitman 3 has 7 new maps. Is that a topic sentence? Well, we see that it has the topic, Hitman 3, and it has 7 new maps. Is that an idea about Hitman 3? No, it's a description about the topic, but it's definitely not an idea about the topic. If we said that Hitman 3 has 7 new maps that are much better than Hitman 2, then we'd have a novel idea about the topic of Hitman 3. So in this example, Hitman 3 has 7 new maps is not a topic sentence. Remember, we need the topic, and then we need additional words that describe your idea about the topic. See how easy that is? Check out this actual review of Grand Theft Auto 5 and tell me if you can spot the topic and a potential topic sentence. Pause and read. The topic is clearly about GTA 5. Now, a topic sentence within the not so greatly written review could easily be that the author believes GTA 3 is undisputably the pinnacle achievement of Rockstar's current generation of game design. Remember that we said there should be a topic sentence, supporting sentences, and a concluding sentence in a good paragraph. Not all writers are good, but you will review many passages. Some may be well written, some not, but ultimately they all have to break down to having a topic sentence, supporting sentences, and a concluding sentence. So here we find the topic clearly is GTA 5, and the idea used for the topic sentence, it is that game is Rockstar's best so far. So when you're on your exam, you know the topic is GTA, and you got to write this right next to each paragraph. And then you're looking for the topic sentence of each paragraph to summarize. You're going to just write GTA is Rockstar's best designed game. When you write next to each of your paragraphs, and you must, what you're writing is the main idea of each paragraph. And in this one, you have that main idea which we get from the topic sentence. GTA is Rockstar's best designed game. You can summarize, and we have supporting sentences here that will support the main idea that why GTA is Rockstar's best designed game so far. It's ambitious, it's huge in scope, wild in variety. These are all supporting sentences. So when we go back to what a good paragraph will have, a topic sentence, supporting sentences, and a concluding sentence. And you see here, when you conclude, basically you're rewriting the topic sentence. But again, importantly, the best GTA game the developer has made since Vice City, which is a rewrite of the topic sentence. Remember, we don't write in conclusion, but in our minds we think that. In conclusion is for pansy little babies. We're getting older now, we're not going to write that. But every paragraph you read in all those passages should have a topic sentence, supporting sentences, and a concluding sentence. The best way to become a better writer is to practice and to never stop learning. This is Professor Frank for Arcade University saying have a good day. I'm funking out.